Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's session. I'm delighted to have you all here. Today, we will be exploring the important topic of quality management system in pharmaceutical manufacturing. My name is Dr. S.K. Singh, and I hold a PhD in this field. Over the course of this presentation, we will discuss the key principles, standards, and best practices to ensure quality in pharmaceutical production. I look forward to sharing valuable insights with you. Let's get started. Let's take a closer look at what a QMS, or Quality Management System, really is. Essentially, it's a structured system designed to ensure that the products we deliver meet consistent quality standards. It's not just about one aspect, but covers a range of elements including processes, procedures, documentation, and responsibilities. All of these work together to create a reliable framework. Now, why is this so important? Well, a robust QMS is essential for patient safety, making sure that the products are safe and effective. It also helps us stay compliant with regulatory requirements, which is critical in our industry. When we have a clear, well-organized QMS, it supports the overall quality of our products and ultimately the safety of those who rely on them. This ties directly into our overall goal of maintaining high standards and trust in everything we do. Let's take a closer look at the regulatory framework. When we talk about key global guidelines, there are several important standards to keep in mind. First, we have ICH Q10, which focuses on the pharmaceutical quality system. This guideline emphasizes building a robust quality system throughout the product lifecycle. Then, there's WHO GMP, which sets the standards for good manufacturing practices globally, ensuring consistent product quality. We also have the US FDA regulations, specifically 21 CFR Parts 210 and 211, which detail requirements for manufacturing and quality control in the United States. Lastly, the EU GMP guidelines provide a comprehensive framework for pharmaceutical manufacturing within the European Union. Now, what ties all of these together is their focus on a life cycle approach to quality. This means quality isn't just checked at the end. It's integrated into every stage of product development and manufacturing. Additionally, these guidelines promote risk-based thinking, encouraging us to identify and address potential issues proactively rather than reactively. This approach helps us maintain high standards, ensure patient safety, and stay compliant across different markets. It's all about embedding quality into our processes from start to finish, which is fundamental to our overall strategy for delivering safe, effective medicines. Now let's talk about the building blocks of a strong QMS. First, it's essential to focus on patient confidence. When our processes are robust and transparent, patients trust that our products are safe and effective. This, in turn, bolsters our company's reputation, which is vital for long-term success. Our objectives with the QMS are clear: to ensure product quality, safety, and efficacy. These are non-negotiable in our industry and form the foundation of everything we do. But it's not just about meeting standards. It's about achieving ongoing regulatory compliance. Regulations evolve, and so must our processes to stay ahead. Continuous improvement is also key, always striving to make our systems better, more efficient, and more reliable. And finally, risk management ties everything together. Identifying potential risks early allows us to mitigate them proactively, ensuring that safety and quality are maintained at every step. All these elements work together to create a resilient, trustworthy QMS that supports our overall mission of delivering safe and effective products to our patients. Now, let's take a closer look at the key elements of the QMS based on the ICH Q10 model. First, we have process performance and product quality monitoring. This is about continuously tracking how well our processes are performing and ensuring that the products meet quality standards throughout their life cycle. It's essential because it helps us identify issues early and maintain high quality consistently. Next is corrective and preventive action, or CAPA. This component focuses on addressing problems as they arise and implementing measures to prevent them from happening again. It's a proactive approach that keeps our processes resilient and our products safe and effective. Then we have change management. This is crucial because any modifications to processes, equipment, or materials can impact product quality. Effective change management ensures that changes are thoroughly evaluated, approved, and documented to minimize risks. Finally, management review plays a vital role. Regular reviews by management help ensure that the QMS remains effective, and it provides an opportunity to make strategic decisions to improve quality. Importantly, these elements aren't isolated. They work across the entire product lifecycle. Whether we're developing, manufacturing, or post-market activities, integrating these key elements helps us maintain consistent quality and compliance throughout. This holistic approach is at the heart of the ICH Q10 model and the foundation of a robust QMS. Let's take a closer look at the pharmaceutical quality lifecycle. This lifecycle is a crucial framework that guides how we develop, produce, and eventually phase out pharmaceutical products. It starts with development, where we design and optimize formulations, like a tablet formulation that's fine-tuned for efficacy and stability. Once the formulation is optimized, we move to technology transfer, which involves scaling up from lab to manufacturing scale, ensuring the process is robust and reproducible. Next is commercial manufacturing, where the product is produced at full scale, adhering to strict quality standards to meet patient demand. Finally, there's product discontinuation, which marks the end of a product's life cycle when it's no longer viable or needed. Throughout this entire process, continuous monitoring and quality control are essential to maintain safety and effectiveness. This lifecycle approach helps us ensure consistent quality from initial development all the way through to product discontinuation, aligning with our overarching goal of delivering safe, effective medicines to patients. Let's take a closer look at the documentation system, which is a key part of good documentation practices, or GDP. As the saying goes, if it's not documented, it didn't happen. This highlights how crucial proper documentation is in our processes. It's not just about writing things down, it's about creating a reliable record that can be referenced later. This system includes several important components. First, standard operating procedures, or SOPs, which provide detailed instructions for each task to ensure consistency and quality. Then there are batch manufacturing records, or BMRs, which document each batch produced, capturing all relevant details. Logbooks are also essential. They serve as continuous records of ongoing activities and observations. To illustrate this, think about recording the temperature during the granulation process. This simple action ensures traceability. If we need to investigate an issue later, having that documented temperature helps us track what happened and when. Proper documentation isn't just about compliance. It's about maintaining control over the process and ensuring quality at every step. Let's talk about CAPA, which stands for Corrective and Preventive Action. This is a crucial part of our quality management process. When we identify an issue, the corrective action focuses on fixing what's already wrong. Think of it as troubleshooting a problem that's happening now. For example, if we notice a tablet's weight variation, the corrective step would be to adjust the compression force to ensure consistency. On the other hand, preventive action is about avoiding similar issues from happening again in the future. It's about putting measures in place so that the problem doesn't recur. For our tablet example, this might mean regularly calibrating the machinery to maintain precise weight control. The key takeaway here is that both actions work together. Corrective action addresses the immediate problem, while preventive action helps us build a stronger, more reliable process moving forward. This approach helps us improve quality and ensure product consistency over time. Let's talk about the change control system. This system is essential for managing any modifications that might occur during the manufacturing process. It controls changes related to equipment, processes, and raw materials. The key here is that it ensures these changes do not negatively impact the quality of the final product. For example, if a supplier needs to change the API they provide, that triggers a formal process. We would need to validate the new supplier's API to ensure it meets our quality standards. Additionally, regulatory approval is necessary to maintain compliance with industry regulations. Overall, the change control system helps us maintain consistency and quality, even when adjustments are needed. It's a vital part of our overall quality management, making sure that every change is carefully evaluated and approved before implementation. Now, let's talk about deviation management. A deviation, in simple terms, is when we depart from approved procedures. It's basically when something doesn't go as planned or expected. There are different types of deviations that we need to be aware of. First, minor deviations, which are less serious and usually don't impact product quality or patient safety significantly. Next, major deviations, which are more serious and could potentially affect the quality of the product or the safety of the process, requiring prompt attention. And then there are critical deviations, the most serious of all. These could have a direct impact on patient safety or compliance and usually require immediate action and thorough investigation. For example, if the temperature exceeds the set limits during drying, that's a deviation. We would record it and then conduct an investigation to understand what happened and how to prevent it in the future. Overall, effective deviation management helps us maintain control, ensure quality, and stay compliant with regulations. Now, let's talk about risk management as outlined in ICH Q9. The core idea here is to identify, evaluate, and control risks throughout the product lifecycle. Essentially, it's about proactively addressing potential issues before they become problems. To do this effectively, we use specific tools. One of the most common is FMEA, or failure mode effect analysis. This helps us systematically assess potential failure modes and understand their impact. Another useful tool is the risk matrix, which allows us to prioritize risks based on their severity and likelihood. Let me give you a quick example to illustrate this. Suppose we consider the risk of contamination in sterile injectables. We identify the risk, and then we implement controls like HEPA filtration combined with thorough cleanroom validation. These controls help us mitigate the risk and ensure the safety and quality of the product. Overall, risk management is about being vigilant, systematic, and ensuring that we have the right measures in place to protect patients and maintain product integrity. Let's talk about validation and qualification. These are essential steps to ensure that our processes consistently produce a quality product. Essentially, they help us confirm that everything is working as it should be, every time. There are different types we focus on. One is process validation, which verifies that our manufacturing process reliably yields the desired results. The other is equipment qualification, often broken down into IQ, OQ, and PQ, installation qualification, operational qualification, and performance qualification. For example, we might validate a tablet compression machine to ensure it consistently produces tablets with uniform weight and hardness. This way, we can be confident that our equipment and processes are reliable and compliant, supporting the overall quality of our product. Training and personnel management are absolutely critical components of an effective QMS. Skilled personnel are the backbone of maintaining quality standards and ensuring compliance throughout all processes. To achieve this, we focus on key areas like GMP training, which ensures everyone understands the principles of good manufacturing practices. SOP training is also essential, as it provides clear, standardized procedures for all tasks. Additionally, we conduct periodic assessments to keep skills sharp and identify any gaps that need addressing. For example, an operator trained thoroughly before handling a sterile filling line helps prevent contamination and ensures product safety. In summary, investing in continuous training and regular assessments helps us maintain a competent team that supports the overall quality objectives of our organization. Now, let's talk about internal audits and management review. Internal audits are a crucial part of our quality management system because they help us identify any gaps in our processes. By doing so, we can ensure that we're meeting all compliance requirements and maintaining high standards. During these audits, we look closely at how things are working and where improvements might be needed. It's like a health check for our QMS. On the other hand, management review is about evaluating the overall effectiveness of our quality management system. It's a strategic look from the top, making sure that our objectives are being met and that the system is continuously improving. Together, internal audits and management reviews keep us aligned with our quality goals. They allow us to catch issues early, make informed decisions, and drive continuous improvement across the organization. Let's take a look at some future trends shaping the landscape of quality management systems. One exciting development is the rise of digital QMS, or EQMS, which is transforming how we manage quality processes by making them more integrated and accessible. Another key focus is data integrity, which is absolutely critical in ensuring that the information we rely on is accurate and trustworthy. As we move forward, AI-driven quality monitoring is set to play a bigger role, enabling us to analyze data in real time and proactively address issues before they become problems. Now, to wrap up, it's important to remember that QMS remains the backbone of pharmaceutical manufacturing. It's what ensures consistency in production, compliance with regulations, and ultimately, patient safety. These future trends are all about enhancing these core principles and pushing the industry toward even higher standards. For further support, please contact us. We want to ensure you feel confident moving forward, so don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or need additional guidance. And with that, I want to sincerely thank you for your time and attention today. I hope you found the information valuable and inspiring. Remember, we're here to support you every step of the way. Thank you again.